want to improve your FPL performance this season? Use fantasyfootballfix.com to apply artificial intelligence and Opta stats to your FPL squad to maximize your points returns every game week. We have over 20 unique tools and features, including FPL price change predictor, squad optimizer, and full Opta stats with custom heat maps and predicted points. Click the link below and upload your FPL squad into fantasyfootballfix.com now. Before we take a look at the changes to the team for Gameweek 3, let's see how the team got on in Gameweek 2. There were no clean sheets from West Ham or Man United, so points at the back once again came from Mendy with 2 assists against Huddersfield, and Robertson with a clean sheet against Crystal Palace. There was a full house of points amongst the midfield, with the decision to keep Lucas Moura paying off, after he scored during the 3-1 win over Fulham. Sadio Mane's late goal, assisted by Salah, made a huge difference to the game week, and made captaining Salah over Aguero slightly more bearable. There were reports of the Man City forward being dropped from the starting lineup to face Huddersfield, and a number of reputable Man City journalists retweeted that information, so that was ultimately the reason for swapping the armband from Aguero. It seemed like the safe thing to do in the circumstances, but very well played to those who kept the faith and gambled on Aguero starting. In spite of the captaincy hiccup, a score of 85 points is still strong, although not enough to see a green arrow. The overall rank fell from around 61,000 to 65,000, but that's still a great position to be in after the first 2 game weeks. After banking the free transfer last game week, there are 2 available to use this weekend, and a third move for a 4-point hit is also tempting. Josh King is yet to register a shot on target this season, while Man United and Eric Bailly have failed to keep a clean sheet in either of their opening 2 games. The main focus was bringing in Marcos Alonso, after he continues to shine in his new left-back role, and ahead of Chelsea's kind run of fixtures that include home encounters with Bournemouth and Cardiff over the next 3 weeks. To fund that move, Danny Ings comes in, having scored on his full debut for Southampton last weekend. He's taken a total of 9 efforts at goal over the first 2 game weeks, from only 1 start, and that's a tally that can be beaten by only Mitrovic with 11 and Aguero with 12. The third move that is also under consideration is to bring Henrik Mkhitaryan in for Lucas Moura, primarily due to Spurs travelling away to Man United in Gameweek 3, while Arsenal host West Ham. There's no doubting that the Arsenal midfielder is an attractive option, but the question is whether it's worth a hit to bring him in, when Lucas Moura was impressive for Spurs last weekend. Man United present a much tougher opposition than Fulham in theory, but they were all over the place defensively against Brighton, and Moura's positioning has been almost like a striker, so the chances could very well keep coming. For now, just the 2 moves have been made, but keep an eye out for any updates via Twitter as usual. Here's how the team looks after making those changes. Ben Foster returns between the sticks, as Watford host Crystal Palace in Gameweek 3, while West Ham travel away to Arsenal. Watford have won both of their opening games, conceding only once, and only Liverpool have conceded fewer big chances so far. Marcos Alonso is up against a Newcastle side that have scored just 1 goal so far, while conceding 7 big chances. Only West Ham and Huddersfield have conceded more, so the Spaniard continues to offer potential at both ends of the field. He's joined by Benjamin Mendy, who travels away to Wolves, and Andrew Robertson, with Liverpool set to welcome Brighton to Anfield for Gameweek 3. For now, the midfield remains unchanged, with Sadio Mane, Mo Salah and Richarlison having found attacking returns in each of their opening fixtures. Liverpool face a Brighton side that suffered a 2-0 defeat to Watford in their last away fixture, and the last time the 2 sides met in the Premier League was on the final day of last season, where Jurgen Klopp's men enjoyed a 4-0 win. Everton meanwhile faced a Bournemouth side that conceded a total of 30 goals in home matches last season, only Watford conceded more with 31. Danny Ings is up against Leicester, a side that conceded 38 goals away from home last season. Only West Ham had a worse defensive record on the road, conceding 42 goals. He's joined by hat-trick hero Sergio Aguero, who's joint top for shots on target and shots inside the box over the first 2 matches. It's likely to be a decision between the same 2 big hitters for captaincy in Gameweek 3, as Aguero travels to Wolves, while Salah has that enticing home fixture against Brighton. The Liverpool man has taken 6 efforts from inside the box to Aguero's 8, and has found the target with 4 to Aguero's 5. but Salah's 6 attempted assists is twice the tally managed by the Argentine. In their last 4 away matches against last season's top 6, Brighton conceded 11 goals and scored just once. So it's Mo Salah who takes the armband as things stand.